It's a little bit late in the sunspot cycle, but I've just purchased this brand spanking new unopened Maldol 10 metre beam 2 element. It's a little bit windy outside at the moment to go out, so we're going to just go through a few things inside, have a look. Not too much information on this antenna. Well, this is the instructions. All in Japanese. Right, but I do have the measurements to start tuning. That is the boom length. That is the reflector. And this one is suspect. Obviously a misprint, it must mean a 4800. There's no way it could ever be 2800 looking on the internet at measurements. 16 dB front to back, dBi gain. I've put it nearly all together inside because it was a little bit unsuitable to go out with the winds yesterday. All the parts is here. As I mentioned, it is brand new, never been opened packs, and every washer is here. Pre-made up phasing harness, and those measurements are very helpful. And if you can read Japanese, then that might help you. It's a very quality antenna, looks to me. So that's it. That's it. Yep, but we do have measurements of the elements and their thickness, so it's a good job they still use our numbers, or maybe they don't. This is just for us. So I won't be going around to the local deli, not deli, restaurant for an interpretation. I think I've got it. There's the famous the harness again. Very easy to follow. Look, just twist it round, and that's actually like a Bakelite. There's no contact from that through that. It's a Bakelite cut out. Checked all the parts. These are all the bolt-on parts you get with it. Yes, and even the rubber ends. 6 of those is included. It's a round boom, 4.5 feet long. The boom is pre-drilled, of course. These are the ends, and it looks good quality aluminium. This is how it fits onto the boom, which is very neat. The pre-drill holes, so this is one element. This is how they connect the extend element on. This little ring that fits over this that screws onto the boom, and then of course you just insert that, which is a very tight fit. It doesn't slop around. That smaller 12 mil element, and then you just tighten this screw once you've measured the length of the elements, which is quite neat, isn't it? This is the phasing line that you get, with it quite long to go across the beam, across the boom, and onto these two ends. There is measurements 700 and 900 according to the instructions. I'm very impressed with the phasing harness, because that one goes on there and that one doesn't, so you can't get it wrong. So that's how it goes on. I did read a QRZ test way back in 2002 review on this antenna. Said this was made of steel and that it corroded, so we replaced it with a stainless steel one. Doesn't look steel, does it? Looks like stainless steel. Well, it's up. I did have to adjust the SWR, or shorten the elements just by 1 inch from the recommended measurement you saw on the spec sheet, just by 1 inch. I'll have to take my Moxon down, which was up at a little bit lower than this. As you can see, we're not too large here, only a postage stamp, and it's pointing south. No rotator. They do say, don't they, that propagation comes from the south or the north. This is on facing the south. You can hear a few stations, nothing magic out there. Unfortunately, the SWR's gone up below that telephone wire. It was spot on, and somehow putting an extra section in, it's about 1.5 to 1 now, but it stays there. I'm not moving it. I can still get 150 watts at 1.5 to 1, or just slightly less. That's it then. The Moxon, the Maldol. Very easy to put together. I may have caught something there with that. No. Looking at that. It's staying up there now anyway. That's it. See you later.